Issues at hand.
Family Hour, empowering families one episode at a time. Together, we build strong, healthy, and thriving families with our daily dose of inspiration and expert insights on topics that matter, like education and career growth.
God did not give the white people or the black people less talents. No. By the time God said, go and take control, that means God, our Father, the Creator, had put all the abilities in us.
Family health.
No one should one day tell you that, hey, since you have diabetes, you should not take Caro. That's a lie. There's what you call portion control.
Finance and wealth.
Keep track of your spending. And part of the spending, of course, as we said, be able to separate wants from needs. That's secondary.
Leadership and governance.
There are people who take on the political aspect and try to water down important, significant decisions we leaders take for the good of this country.
Not forgetting parenting.
Now you're raising kids or children who are in a totally different time. You get it. Those days your mother would just give you an eye and you know this is a problem.
Hey, there are visitors.
And it's just there are visitors
and
around.
Mom gives you this eye, you know?
Yes.
Catch more of this every Monday to Friday at 9.
Try to water down important, significant decisions we leaders take for the good of this country.
Not forgetting parenting.
Now you're raising kids or children who are in a totally different time. You get it. Those days your mother would just give you an eye and you know this is a problem.
Hey, there are visitors.
And it's just there are visitors
and
around.
Mom gives you this eye, you know?
Yes.
Catch more of this every Monday to Friday at 9 p.m.
We are here every Monday to Friday from 9 to 10 p.m. Today is a Wednesday, and I believe that the fact that you're listening to this voice, or the fact that you're seeing this image, watching us from wherever you're watching us from, we want to join you to thank God who has protected us, who has taken us through the day, who has given us an opportunity to see the beauty of today. A good evening to you from wherever you're watching us from. We are coming to you live from the heart of Kampala, Janan Luom Church House, level 13. And of course, here we are with our family, our Wednesday edition, where we discuss finances and wealth. Now today, we are about to discuss something very, very pertinent, very important, and very key, especially in wealth growth. Edrine Mukalazi is my name, and the entire team is here to see that you enjoy the rest of the minutes we are here with you. I want to assure you that you made the right choice tuning in this evening. Now, today we want to look at strategies for personal development. And of course, so someone would ask themselves, how is personal development related to finance, related to wealth, related to finances? So I do not want to preempt this discussion. I believe that you are going to get the real connection between personal development or personal growth and finance and wealth growth. Don't you want to grow your wealth? Don't you want to be wealthy? Yes. Now, because you want, of course, I have someone here representing the entire audience, because you want to take that direction. That is the reason we are here this evening. Now, with us is a guest who is a financial consultant, but is also a business proprietor. The reason we always rely on him, sometimes, especially in such discussions, is because he has proved to us that it is possible. We've seen him do certain things appropriate. So it's not a motivational talk. It is a hands-on experience that he shares with us. Join me as we welcome Mr. Bwire Jonah. It's a pleasure having you this evening.
Thank you, Edrine.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad to be in the studio today. As usual, I would like to first thank all the Family TV. Family TV members and the family for allowing us and giving us the chance to discuss issues concerning business and families. You know, in this world we are living for what we work for, and what we work for is what we are presenting to see that it can help to grow ourselves and to grow what we are going to live when we are going to meet our Creator. So I would like to welcome all our viewers in your sitting room. Feel free and listen to every part we are going to talk about. This is a great opportunity for you to grow from one level to another, living from where you are now and growing. So here we are basically talking about growth, personal growth and development of our life. So Edrine, thank you for this opportunity once again.
We appreciate your time
Yes.
to come and share with our viewers. So we are looking at the power of personal development and growth. Now, of course, we start from the basic of personal development. How can you break down a personal development? And later, we shall relate it to financial growth.
Okay.
Yes.
One, I would like to say that personal growth leads to financial development.
Okay.
Basically, in our life, we always tell people that if you live this world the way you found it, then you've not done any impact in this world. So we are living this world to live it better than we found it. In every occupation, everywhere you are, in every business, we are doing business to see that we live the world better than where we find it. And that's what we call personal growth. If you don't grow from one level to another, then you're not growing. If you're employed here today, and your employment or your employer does not see any growth in you, then you are a liability in the company. If you are at workplace and the only thing you think about is there toilet paper in the toilet? This food today was not good. That's the things you talk about. And you are employed somewhere, then you cannot manage your business.
Oh.
Because your personal business begins from where you are employed from. So, your workplace, where you are employed at first, if you cannot manage that position, then even your business, you will not manage it.
I thought that sometimes when you realize that certain things are not moving on well, as you expect them to be, it's a learning platform for you to do better in your business. So that you don't repeat the same mistakes.
We have a proverb in Luganda which says, akaliba akendo.
Okalabira kumukonde.
Yes. So that makes business. Okay. In our daily life, we see business person from the workplace. We see good management from the workplace. If you are employed today, but you're not causing an impact in your area of employment, then even in your business, you will not manage it. So we have to grow from one level to another to attain where we are going.
So is this growth for example, in a business setting?
Yes.
Is it dictated by the culture of the institution or by individuals, specific individuals?
It is a specific individual and character.
Okay.
I'll talk about what we call self-awareness. Before you do business, before you proceed to go and do business and succeed, have you revealed yourself? People need to be aware of themselves. You need to know your weakness. You need to know your strengths. You need to know what people like from you. You need to know what people hate from you. You need to know your area of arrogance. All this participates to the success of your workplace and also success to your business. If you are not aware of yourself, sometimes it leads to failure because you cannot succeed at your workplace and at the same time you cannot succeed at your business.
Because we're looking at the power of personal development, someone would really ask themselves, why is it important for me to get into the search to learn all these details about myself? How is it even beneficial if I come to learn about my weaknesses, if I learn about what I don't like about myself, and all those others, especially the negative part of myself?
All these are the beginning of your success.
How?
Because if you know yourself, if you know your weakness, you will know how to handle other people. But if you don't know yourself, if you're not aware of yourself, you will mess up with others. Do you know that in this world, we have people with different feelings?
Yeah.
But it takes yourself to understand that you yourself, you have a problem somewhere. You have a challenge somewhere. You can do this better than the other person. So if you get to know that, even in the world of business, you will grow and succeed.
Because now, still about that, I think it's a few people who really want to know about what others say about them. We've normalized the saying of I don't care. I don't mind what you say about me. I don't mind what you know about me. So that has, especially in our generation, that has been normalized, and we do not want to give attention to what other people say about us.
Do you know where the problem comes?
No.
Comes from copying. I've seen Edrine. I must look like Edrine. But we are different person in the market there. If it comes now to marketplaces, remember we are talking about market. Market is not only to the people who are doing business, but it goes ahead to even those who are employed. At your market, how are you marketing that? To know that I'm Jonah. These are the things I can do better than the other person. Self-awareness gives you the competition, that small competition which you can overtake and overlap the other person. So makes you to succeed in business. It helps us to understand, to know how and where we are going. So people need to know themselves. You need to know yourself. You're given an office, sit there and identify yourself. What are your strengths? You have a business somewhere, identify yourself. What are my strengths for this business to succeed? If you don't do that, you find yourself failing in business. I'll also talk about personal improvement. Every day people need to improve Edrine.
Okay.
You have a mistake today. You need to realize that I have done a mistake. So I need to improve. You see, even these people who are studying, you do mistake several times. But after doing mistake, you come back and listen to yourself and say, I've done this mistake. I need to improve myself. So every day, I tell people that they need to have a gap to improve themselves. You improve yourself. You improve the way you talk. You improve the way you interact with others. You improve the way you get other people, the way you perceive other people. So that improvement helps you to penetrate the workplace and also helps you to do business and succeed.
Should there ever be a point in life where I get to that level of contentment, saying, I think I have now grown, or I have outgrown this particular thing. For example, if it is a weakness,
yes,
and then I say I have outgrown this weakness, because you're talking about continuous assessment. Yeah. So is there a point in life I can reach at and I'm like, yeah, at least I'm there. I've outgrown all this, and so I'm good to go.
We say that learning doesn't end. At any point, you're going to go on learning. Every day there's something new you need to understand. Every day there's something new you need to... When you interact with different people, they tell you their stories. You find you get something. And you pick a leaf from someone's story to improve yours. And that's the way we do business. To grow in business, you cannot just sit at one point and say, I have my clients here, they're going to come every day, so I have to sit and wait for them. You need to grow by looking at other business. Improve yourself from where the other person can comment anything negative from you. Go and look for the other business which has something positive, which they have talked about you, a negative thing, and copy that. Apply it to yourself and see how it can help you to get there.
Does it mean that if, for example, I'm not doing well in business, But I have my competitor. We're in the same business.
Yes.
We go for the same market, and probably theirs is thriving. Does it mean that I necessarily have to get to them for my growth, or I need to do my personal check and see what I'm not doing right in my own cocoon?
You have to first ask yourself, why doing the same business and yours is not catching the market? There's a problem. Where is that problem? Is it a personal problem? Is it a business problem? Is it about branding? Is it about marketing? Is it about the people who are sitting in your shop who are doing your business? Oh, so you need to find out. You need to do a study and find out, why is the neighbor selling? We are selling the same product at the same amount of money. Why is my neighbor selling better than me? So after realizing that, you'll be improving your personal in business and also growing.
Okay, now we look at still, because we're looking at the power
Yes.
of personal development. You've taken us through bits of personal development, but now I see a difference between growth and development. Can you still draw for us a line between the two, especially referring to someone and in their probably pursuit, future pursuit, maybe in business? How do I reach a level and say, now this path I'm taking is helping me to develop, and this path I'm taking is helping me to grow?
Now, I want our viewers to understand this. Growth does not end. In business, we have a business curve. The growth line should be going. Once the growth line begins to decline, there is a problem. But the development part of it, as you grow, you develop. You get that?
Yeah.
As you grow, you develop. So development and growth move hand in hand. We cannot separate them. But we grow and develop. Because as we grow, we accumulate more money. And as we accumulate more money, it helps us to develop more things or more ideas. So we cannot separate the two. So when we are growing, that's why I'm saying, are you checking yourself? Are you checking yourself? There's also being mindfulness. You get that? As we grow, we mind. Some people today, they are in businesses, others are doing people's are employed in people's companies, but you find them, they are not mindful. They do things as they want them to be done. I've ever heard people saying he drives us like it is his own company.
As if it's his family.
As if it is his family business.
Yes.
You find someone becoming a king at his workplace, but he has never even made a kiosk. So that person who is becoming a king here, he doesn't know the principles of growing that business and developing it.
But isn't this person part of the story of the development of this person?
He may be part.
This business.
Many managers have failed companies, and many managers have made companies to succeed. So it depends on the way you handle people. Like being mindful of others helps you to grow your business, helps you to develop your personal being. You are mindful of others, you are growing your business, and also developing your personal being, because you are careful of others. You think others are also get the pain you go through. They also get the success you want to go through. So being mindful also helps you to grow your person.
While we are mindful of the people, doesn't this at some point create compromise, especially in the vacuums? Because at some point you want to be mindful of what others go through, but then at some point these people you want to be mindful of will use that as a weakness to do what they want.
Edrine,
yes.
If we're doing business, whom are we targeting?
The client.
Who are the clients?
Us.
People
who come to your business.
who come to your business. So if you want to catch or to pick the client or to attract the client or to make sure that they are attracted to our business, then we have to pick their attention.
Okay.
We cannot pick the client's attention if we are not mindful of them. You get that? I'll give an example. Today in politics, there are some politicians who reach somewhere, and you find people going over them themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
You just find people going over them themselves. And there are some people who are in politics who can be somewhere even with the address system, and you find everyone just moving away.
Yeah.
What's that? This one has put on the attraction which picks the people to come near him. So that is how we do business. Even in business, there is a time we advertise and there is a time we reach an extent. In the business itself, it is bringing in clients. The business itself is attracting clients. Somewhere is in Jinja, but he's talking about your business. Someone is in Bushia, but he's talking about your business. That's the language we need to build.
Okay.
That we are mindful of others, and our business is attracting other people to come and buy.
Well, let's take a short commercial break. When we return, we are continuing with the conversation. This is very, very important. It's also a cross-checking moment for all of us, especially people who are in business. But I mean, wherever you are, that is your business. So whether you're at your boss's reception as a front desk assistant, or you are manager somewhere, that is the business that is the business that you're supposed to grow. Therefore, be mindful of your personal growth as well. We are coming back shortly. Welcome back from the commercial break. It's a beautiful evening. So we are continuing with our discussion on the power of personal growth. Now, Mr. Bwire, when we talk about personal growth, we have people who carry the same character in different places, and people will keep on telling you that one has not changed. They are the same people even when they were in this particular workplace, and when they move to the other workplace, sometimes they even become worse. So what is the problem? Is it because they do not reach a level of self-awareness, or their personality outpowers their growth?
We have three things we can talk about. Their self-awareness, they don't know about themselves. Then two, they don't have what we can call goal setting. Wherever they go to work, they don't have a goal to achieve. So they just go and work, or they just set up a business to do, but they don't have a goal in their life. Then we can talk about resilience. And they keep doing the same thing, the same thing. They don't change. So those people needs to be advised to change from all those three areas. One, personal awareness. Two, they need to set a goal for themselves. And three, they need to be resilient.
In personal development, how is goal setting important, especially individual targets, having individual targets and individual goals?
Very, very important. Because if you don't have a goal, you don't have what makes you to wake up and go and work. You come here to work today because you have a goal to achieve. That's what makes you to wake up very early from your bed. You leave that warmth of the blanket and you come here in the studio, even if it is raining. You come here to the studio because you have a goal. Any person who does not have a goal is the person you find at workplace very late, or at his or her own business. He will open up the shop very late at his own time, at leisure. Those are the people who fool themselves that we reached. So people should know themselves and be aware of themselves. But according to our time, it is moving, and I wanted to talk about something of the key areas of your personal growth. Now, the key areas of your personal growth: one, you need to ask yourself about your mental health, your mind. How do you think when it comes to work? How do you think when it comes to business? How do you think when it is making money? Some people think of inheritance. Others think of stealing. Others think that money will just come to them. Others think they are going to rob and cheat different people. So your mindset is very important to your personal growth. You will never grow beyond your mind. You will never grow beyond your mind.
Okay.
All people who are growing in business and in their personal growth, they have a steadfast mindset. They think far beyond what others are thinking. I may be seated here with you, but I'm thinking about a deal, a big business which is going to take place tomorrow. How do I get that contract? Some people have sleepless nights. Some people leave work and go somewhere just to think, how do I get there? How do I maneuver to get to that business? How do I get that shop? How do I get that job? How do I get this? So people have sleepless nights because of their mind. And if you have a sharp mind, you will never fail in this world. You will never fail in this world. If you have a positive mind, positive mind sets business, positive mind sets work, positive mind sets yourself to success. Every person in any area is looking for someone who has an idea. Who has an idea which can develop that business. Everyone is looking, who is that person who can make an impact in this company. So if your mindset is low, you will find yourself crying all the time, begging on the salary, and your salary is not enough for you to complete the whole month. So you keep yourself in debts, and the debts you are keeping yourself in are not for development. So people need to grow in their mental structure to attract business. 2, there's what we call spiritual.
Okay.
In this life we are living, but the spiritual man inside you helps you to do what you want.
Okay.
Other people go to ask that, let me go to Jinja and I pray for Jaja. Let me go this side and I do this thing. Let me go here and I do this thing. But Edrine, at the end of the day, we are all going back to the Creator. So you need to ask God to bless you and help you to accumulate anything you need in your life. There's
No shortcuts.
no shortcut. When I'm talking about spiritual, I'm meaning, what are your spiritual associates? You get that? Who are the people you associate with spiritually? Who are the people who help you to mentor yourself spiritually so that you can have a good direction in your life? So most people, if you have people who can impact you, people help you to grow your person. And when you grow your person well, even in business area, you're going to do it. The third one, I can talk about your social networks. Who are the people you relate with? Today, we are the product of who we meet, who we spend times with. If you spend time with fools, even your business will fail. Even your workplace will fail. Even whatever you do will fail. Because the fools are going to drag you in stupid things every time. You try to do something, they will push you behind and say, you know what? Let's do this. You know what? Let's do this. You know that what? Let's do this. If you have some small money in your pocket, they will say, let's go and drink. Let's go and sleep this side. But if you have people who can mentor you, if you have people whom you can look at, and they help you to grow, can really help you to reach where you want to be.
So how do I choose my social network or my social circles?
You can choose your social network or your social circles in many ways. 1, you can choose them from your spiritual area. 2, you can choose them from your profession. 3, you can choose them from your workplace. Whom do you associate with after work? That's the question. Someone who is viewing us, whom do you associate with after that business? Whom do you talk to after leaving that work? That's why some of us, we chose right. After work, we will go to Rotary. We meet different business minds. We meet different professionals. We meet different people. We engage with different people. Once in a while, go there and you just sit, listen to someone to tell you what he has. I have my uncle, he always tells me that when he wants to get the best idea, he go to those people who are highly connected somewhere. Then he will get different knowledge, he will get different views, he will get different ways of developing the business. So your social network is very key to your development. If you associate with people who are failures, you are going to fail. But the question is, as you leave this world, what have you left on the earth? That's the question people should be having. Today, I can pose a question to the viewers. If you happen to retire from that work, if you happen to get an accident, God forbid, if you happen to get sick and you cannot move to that shop and you cannot move to that business and you cannot move to that work, if they terminate you tomorrow, will you have life? So you begin to think about yourself, that you need to grow yourself to the extent that even if they terminate you, you will not die the next day. Even if you get sick for 4 or 5 months, you still sustain yourself because you have grown your brand. Even if something happens at your work or the landlord comes today and says that this shop must be, we are stopping it from here, you still have other ways of getting money. We need people to grow and live this life of convenience. I'm contented. I have enough salary. You need to look beyond that and say, today you are an employee. Today you are an employer. You employ people. As you sit on that committee, we have people who are watching us. As you sit on that committee of human resource to terminate others, one day you are also going to be terminated.
I think that's what we forget at some point.
Yes.
That there is a time for everyone.
Yes. One day you're also going to be terminated. As you are arrogant before others, speaking everything, one day you're going to leave that place. So what have you done for yourself that if you leave that place, you will not die tomorrow of stress because they have terminated you? That's what we are speaking about, the personal growth and development. We need people to grow from the level that even if they leave this job, tomorrow they will not cry. They will have multiple income which are coming in, even without working. So sit down and think for yourself. What have you done to grow yourself from where you are today to where you're going? Because the world is watching and is looking at you.
And waiting
to see what you will tell them after leaving that job. Will you go to different people asking, give me 100 shillings, give me 10,000, give me 50,000? If you've not built a good network, you also fail. Today ask yourself, within the people you rotate around with, is there a person, 20 people you can call in a day to give you 500,000 and you get it? If you called all that network you rotate around with to just assist you with 500,000, will they give that money? Ask that question. If they cannot give you that money, you are in the wrong network.
Oh.
Yes. Get somewhere where you can be in the right network. If you get your phone to call, you cannot call more than 10 people asking them for 100,000 and everyone tells you, I don't have. That is a wrong network. You need to be situated somewhere that in case of anything, I'll pick my phone and I'll call Jonah, assist me with 100,000. I will tell you, okay, you have a problem, give me 5 minutes. You get that? So that is the network we need to build.
And people are going to turn into opportunists. They take advantage of other people.
Of course, if I'm speaking about network, it means you're also doing it for them. You're also doing it for them. So another thing I can talk about is how has your business, how has your working, how has your employment or job benefited the community? As we benefit the community, we brand ourselves to locate more blessing and more opportunity to work. Some people are working, but their companies are not even found anywhere to benefit the communities. They don't support anything. They don't do anything. Some people are in offices, but they cannot even locate a job for a community child. They only there to see them driving big cars. So as we identify ourselves, we also need to identify things we can benefit the community we are living in. So when we brand ourselves in that way, we shall be growing our person and developing our mind.
This is very important as we draw closer to the end of our time here. You talked about quite a number of things,
Yes.
and let's pay attention to when you say that while, for example, when you referred to employers or people on the Human Resource Committee,
Yes.
that while you terminate this person, remember there is a day for you. So sometimes this sounds as something compromising, where you have to even compromise your responsibility simply because you're overthinking about what next. So each time you want to eliminate someone, you remember, I'll also be eliminated. And then you leave them there, even when they are not adding up anything on the company, even when they are not, even when they are becoming a liability to the company, like the company doesn't benefit anything from them. But because of that voice that keeps on coming and popping through, soon or later, I'll also use the same, go through the same channel. Doesn't it at some point have to compromise the way you do things?
No, you don't need to compromise. But let that voice come. Once that voice comes in you, it will help you to grow. If that voice comes that I'm terminating people here today, but I'm also going to be terminated,
I should prepare for my way.
You will begin looking for your ways to leave that business. Actually, I always tell people that the day you enter in office like this, the first day you enter in office like this to work, the first thing to think about is the way you're going to leave that office. Is the first thing to think about, how am I leaving this office? How am I leaving this workplace? If you get a shop to work in today, begin to think, how are you leaving that shop?
Isn't that too early to think?
No, it is not too early.
Isn't it negativity?
No, it is not negativity. But it is uplifting your mindset to think and work hard. You begin to think the day you join, it will help you to work hard. To work knowing that one day I'm not here, tomorrow I'm not here. Today, if someone waked up and said, you are not coming to this office, I'll just say bye. Because there's nothing much I need there. I've already built myself. I have somewhere to begin from. So begin to think the day of leaving that place, the day you join it.
Okay, this is quite interesting. It's something that we do not want to think about at any time. When you get this opportunity with all the ambitions, with all the projections, you also remember what it has taken you to get this opportunity. So it's not something that you can easily think about, that how do I live? And sometimes each time you listen to their voices telling you you're about to leave, or how when you left today, what happens? You break the evil spirits.
Let me tell you, Edrine, there are some people who have been saying we are permanent and pensionable, employed by the government. Permanent and pensionable. The permanent and pensionable people who are employed by the government, if God helps them, they live up to around 65 or 70.
60 minimally.
60, 65, 70. 60 they are leaving the job. 2 years they are in stress.
Yes, they are permanently.
Yeah, 3 years they are in stress. They have got their money, they don't know where to begin from. The stress has come. The third year, the fourth year, the fifth year, they are eating the money. The fifth year, they don't have anything. The best they did is to build a small house in the village. The sixth year, they begin thinking about this because they cannot be employed, they cannot get another job, they cannot do anything. So they begin thinking how their life will be at the end of the day. The mere hustlers who started hustling and thinking before that I don't have the passion. For them, they have apartments, they have all things we can give them money at the end of the day. But this one who are pensionable, they don't have anything. So it is better. Remember, these people get employed at the age of around 25. They move from all the 25 up to 60 years without accumulating anything. But at the end of the day, when the years are coming to an end, that's when they begin to think of their life ahead. That's why I say today, begin to think about the life ahead. The day you join that business, the day you join that job, the day you join that place. Begin to think about how are you exiting. It will help you to understand that that thing is not permanent for the whole of your life. but you need to do something which is permanent for the whole of your life.
So it's not about you building your permanent empire.
No. If it is not your own business, if it is not your own company, that's not your empire. Okay. A day is coming, you are leaving it.
Whether they like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. But how are you living? That's the question. How are you living? Will you live and people still find you begging?
So what happens, lastly, what happens, okay, not what happens, but is it a good thing if maybe I plan on how I live, I live, and then I realize that the waters are deeper than how I expected. And then I first come back to the shores. Now this is looking for another employment to first of all harbor myself there as I stretch again to go into the deeper waters. Is it a good thing?
That's already a failure. You have already failed in life. Because you are joining another entity. You don't know how it will be in that entity. And if they are going to give you some money better than the one you are getting, you get to be more contented than how you were. And you take life easily. The whole matter is, begin to think about exit the day you join.
Give us your closing remarks.
I would like to tell our viewer that life is something we just go through. So at the end of the day, you need to grow. As the Bible talks about the inheritance, we need to grow and also accumulate the inheritance we are going to leave for our children. We need to think beyond our convenience. Even if we are employed or we are doing some business, you have a shop, think beyond that shop, that tomorrow you have to exist. Think beyond that shop, that you may get an accident. What will happen to you? Think beyond that shop, that you may be terminated in that at that place of work. What will happen the next day? Think that you may get some illness which will not allow you to work. What will happen in the next few years to come? So think beyond that you can work for yourself and build yourself for a better tomorrow to come, and for your children and for your family and for yourself, so that you may not die early because of stress. Thank you for watching us.
And why should someone die early because of stress? That's not acceptable. Therefore, you should not take that lane. And that all comes by proper planning and growing yourself. I think it's prudent that every day you wake up to be the best side of who you were the previous day. And that is one of the ways to grow yourself with time. Therefore, it's been a table shaking discussion, and I believe that we take time to reflect on some of the things we've talked about on this platform. Edrine Mukalazi is my name. I've worked with Jonah Jal Owakabi. I've also worked with Muhumuza in transmission. From the entire team, we wish you a blessed night.
Family Hour, empowering families one episode at a time. Together, we build strong